Welcome back to the Nikkei Show podcast, the number one podcast we talk about everything and everything that we desire. I am sorry for my absence. I have been long gone, actually, and I was actually supposed to do a video. Actually, I recorded the video, fun fact, and it went deleto. I don't know what happened with the video. I really don't know what happened. I guess I forgot to press record or something. It just doesn't exist. It's non-existent out of my entire gallery of videos. I checked full-fledged to see where my video was. It's just not there. It's just not there. So I'm probably going to do a little bit of quick recap of what it is, but I'm finally back. I will be talking about the things I have missed out over the last several months. I know that I have not been active on the podcast, but now I'm going to try and be a little more active on the podcast. Maybe try and do 2 podcast episodes a week. I think it'll be a little bit too much, but I'll try and do at least 1 or 2 episodes of the podcast per week. I want to try and bring in new guests and old guests alike. There's a whole lot more I want to do with the podcast. There's so much that this podcast has potential for, because we talk literally about everything and anything that I desire and everyone else is desiring to hear about. And I know there's a lot of things that you guys want to hear about in today's episode of the podcast. First, I want to say happy Pride Month for everybody. Pride Month is finishing in a few days, so hopefully you guys had an amazing Pride Month. I actually went recently on a little bit of a weekend trip, boys. A little bit of fun fact: I actually went a nice little weekend. Went to a nice little tea shop during that time period, and I have found probably the most coolest thing ever. And that is Dragon Ball. If you guys are seeing this, by the way, if you're watching this on Spotify, you guys don't get the visuals, but on YouTube, you guys are getting the visuals. So here you guys go. So these Dragon Ball fizzy drinks. Now, I didn't know they were fizzy drinks before buying them, because it's not written in any other language than Japanese, which I think it's Japanese. I am not quite sure. But holy fucking Schnit. Holy fucking Schnit. It was pretty good. It was pretty good, but I hate fizzy drinks. I think a lot of people, if you guys know me in IRL or just in general, I hate fizzy drinks. Your boy is ready to pop in with H2O. High quality H2O or iced tea. Maybe ice caps, but that's like the fucking limit. You can't get me with fizzy drinks. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, I'm fucking sorry. You guys are out of my goddamn league. Like, you guys are not there. You guys are not there. You're not my squad. Get the fuck out of here. H2O lemonade, fucking everything, baby. Also, that tea shop has some killer lemonade. Honestly, shouts to them. That tea shop actually used to be a David's Tea, for those that know what David's Tea is. It was one of my favorite tea shops before that tea shop came along. That tea shop in itself was really good. I will admit that. It's probably one of the best tea shops I've honestly ever had. One of the best lemonades I've ever had, because it was pure lemonade. And then there was like a lemonade stand that was like right next to it, and we went and tested that. Me and one of my besties, and just taste that shit. And I was like, that's pretty good. And I'm like, fuck. Tea shop is better. Tea shop is just way better. Way better. One is just like freshly made, but the other one just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It feels better. It just has a better taste. Maybe it's just me. And let me know in the comments. And also, we bought like these little, I don't know if I have pictures of it. I don't think I do. But basically, there's these little jelly things. They're basically like Jellos, right? And it's like in these little packages, little mini bags, and you just like open the thing. They're so fucking hard to open. You just go, and you just slurp the fuck out of the Jellos, and there's like different flavors and stuff. Dude, that shit was tasty. Holy, probably one of the best I think one of the best I've tasted in a long time. I don't know for a pure fact that it's one of the best Jellos I've tasted in my life, but I think it's the best Jello I've tasted in my entire fucking life. Let me tell you this much. And it's only a small little package. I think it cost me like what? Because it was like a bunch of them. I think it cost me like what, $4.99 Canadian, which is like fucking cheap. Anyways, boys, today I guess we'll do a brief summary of some stuff that's coming up. First things first, let's talk about I want to go right ahead before we talk about like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation, because I want to talk about that in this episode of the podcast. So this episode is gonna be pretty darn long, but I do want to talk about the one thing that is probably the primary subject of the podcast, which is the new abortion laws, which is BS, aka bullshit. What the fuck is the fuck is that? What the fuck is the U.S. thinking? Here's my personal opinion on this. If you guys don't know, I find this fucking very, very much BS bullshit. I can't even describe how, like, stupid. I'm gonna be honest, this is a stupid situation. Like, I'm giving my own proper opinions here. Abortion is, yes, a very hard subject to talk about because, well, actually, I don't even know why it's a hard subject to talk about, because it should be a right. It should be a right to abort if you want to abort. It's so simple. Like, say for instance, a situation, a mishap or whatever, right? And you're like, there's a child inside of me, and you don't want to keep the child because, obvious reasons. Maybe you're too young, maybe it's because of something criminal that happened. I really don't want to say the thing, but I'm probably going to say it eventually during the podcast, regardless of the thing I'm talking about, but I think a lot of you guys know what it is. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you don't want to have that child in, but at the same time, it's up to you to do it. So, like, you're like, okay, let's just abort. But now, abortion is illegal. You can't do that. It's a criminal act. How is it a criminal act? Oh, because you're killing somebody inside of your body. So, you're telling women to not abort, yet men can still be castrated and masturbate, because technically speaking, men, and I know this is a very taboo subject, I guess I should put a warning factor over it, but anyways, men can still get castrated, can still get, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can still smack the meat. So you're telling me that we are not killing human beings, but, Miss over here, or they, or him, or whatever, just can't abort because, like, there's a person inside of them. Like, it's an actual human being that's, like, forming. Yeah. You know what else is forming inside of other people's bodies that are, like, not just from a fucking uterus and sperm? Sperm itself. Dude. You know how many sperm a man can, like, or, like, just the genital can make in a day? Like, that's a lot. That's a fucking lot. So what? You're just gonna, like, not make us, like, do the thing anymore? It's a thing. People do it because it relieves, some shit. So you're gonna not make us masturbate? There's two sides of this coin here. You have to look at these two perspectives. You have to have the equal rights bullshit, because now, shit's about to go down. And shit is already about to go down. And I don't really know what the laws are, but y'all, come over here, bud. I'm in Canada, boys. I'm in Canada. This doesn't apply to me, but it still is a scary thing, because if it's applying in the US, then maybe, just maybe, we might have somebody eventually down the line say in Canada, hey, abortion is illegal. And I know that the most common, like, reference of why this should be legal is because of RAPPE, but I mean, this is the most exaggerated example, and it's the most, I would say, the most realistic example. There's no better example as to why we should keep this as a thing. And also, P.S. Your body, your fucking choice. That's how it's been for like a while, and now, right now, while I'm recording this on the 26th of June 2022, this has all changed? Like, what the fuck? What do you mean by, oh, yeah, no, we're just making this illegal? This is like people, I think this is mostly people that are like very much traditionalism, I don't know. People that prefer the original traditions and stuff where, oh, you have sex and have a baby, there you go, pray to Lord Jesus Christ. No, that's not how society works. That's not how it works, and it's not how it should work in general. I want to take a bigger example here. Animals, other animals than us human beings, because yes, we are animals, believe it or fucking not. Other animals, say for instance, they die because of us. So what? Is it that wrong if we kill the other animals? But it's not that, but it's extremely wrong to kill a human being inside of us because, you know, whoopsie poopsie, something happened that should not have happened, but it happened. What the fuck? And I think people do. I think a lot of people actually do like abortions for animals too. I don't really know how far this goes, but that law set in itself is just extremely stupid. But yeah, we kill other animals that are like inside of, little baby animals or little baby embryos that are, we kind of do that. So, and men just like, or at least people with a dick and a ball sack, they kill 800 million a day. And you think one is fucking too much? Dude. The fuck? Your body, your decision, and a conversation. Also, like I said, I don't know how the law goes in this one. But I guess, assuming that you're a female, just change your gender to a male. Just fucking change it. Just fucking change it. Nobody's gonna fucking tell you otherwise. Just change your gender to a male, and then, abortion is legal now. Perfect. I don't know how far deep that rabbit hole goes, and I don't know how that law set's gonna go further beyond this, but I actually really think, and I mean really think, that this is just something out of the people that are very much traditionalists, and that they really want to keep the old traditions, and they don't really like, the modernized society as much as us we are. We are now in a moment where we're quote unquote free of choosing what we want, choosing our paths, creating our future, and you're basically taking off a privilege that we have as a society, and I would say especially women, because and then obviously there's gonna be some shit. There's gonna be some people that will be like, oh, well, it's not that bad of an idea. And just, they're just gonna rush it off and think of it as nothing. It's only in the U.S. or whatever. Because, at first I was like, oh, Texas, right? Because it's, it's only gonna be in Texas. Because that was the original thing. I think it was only like the western states that were gonna have this. But now it's like half the fucking United States, which is already a little bit too much. Like a little bit fucked up of a law set, if I do say so myself. And like the U.S. is the biggest influence in modern society, so for this to happen, there's a lot of things that are gonna happen afterwards. So I personally think they need to rethink this decision. And I think they also have like 30 days of to make this like officially a law. So, hey, y'all, you have 30 days left to know if you're pregnant or not. Like, fucking 30 days, you don't even know if your periods are gonna activate. Let alone fucking know that you have a human in your body. Or if you guys already have a human in your body and you want to get rid of it, perfect timing. You have 30 more days, I think. Actually, I think you have, 28, 29 now? I don't know. Depends on when this episode of the podcast gets released. But, yep. Fucking hell. What can I say? Society's a fucking bitch. So, now we cannot do adult fun time. And like I said, I always say, be precautious, people, if you want to do these weird activities. Personally, don't want to do that. But yeah, no, it's so stupid. I hate it. I feel like this is like a step that we're soon gonna be like in a weird society where we're not gonna accept a lot of things because it's too demoral, I guess. Not, it's like, oh, there's no way, it's a human being inside of you. Like, come on, you have to let it breathe and live. Like, if the person's 14 years old and has a human being in their body and they don't want it, don't want to be a mother at 14, I think it's a good idea, Maybe, even if you're at your 40s or 30s or God fucking knows how old you are, and you don't want to have a child, and whoopsie daisies, that happens, then perfect, just abort. It's like the best thing that, and I don't know why this is such a fucking dilemma in our society. I really don't know why. It's, anyways, that's my big talking point. I want to know your opinions in the comment section down below. I personally think that y'all need to rethink your shit, and that is all. Fuck. Anyways, before the world ends, y'all we'll talk about another topic conversation that I actually missed out over a few months ago, which is the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation. I'm gonna go pass by real quick on it. I know I don't want to bore like a million people that already watched it like a million times like I did, but basically, if you guys don't know, Johnny Depp got court stuff, a big situation that happened with him and Amber Heard. Amber Heard lost. Amber Heard fucking snapped. Went all the way down. No more shit. And Johnny got the winning stick, but Amber fucking, I think recently she went on like one of the newses, right? Not Fox News. I don't think. I don't remember which news channel she's been. But she stated like, people are being mean and stuff, and I'm like, first off, it's the fucking internet. What are you expecting? Second of all, well, it's because you kind of were a little bit of a bad person to Johnny by the evidence shown. I mean, not saying further beyond that, not saying further beyond that, and especially like some of her statements as well were like fucking weird. I guess the only like statement I would say would be like, worth mentioning would be like what? The fucking text messages like Johnny Depp like, wanted to like, I think kill her or something or whatever, strangle her, I don't know. But it's Johnny Depp being Johnny Depp, so like then again, take that with a grain of salt, honestly. And Johnny Depp wouldn't actually do these actions, at least not in my recollection. I don't know the dude personally, but I don't think he would do that. And honestly, like, this man's been abused. This man got shit on his bed. Everything. Fucking everything to the whole 9 yards. And that entire situation ruined his reputation, and now that ruined a lot of his opportunities. Now Amber Heard is suffering from her consequences from her actions, which is going to degrade. And also all the lies that she said and told the court as well is going to be all finally fucking recorded, and finally we have the information out loud. So first case of the male defendant in domestic violence, guys, because we males too suffer, and that's all I have to say. But yeah, no, it's very much something I was like super stuck on for a long time. And in the original recording of this episode of the podcast that was supposed to be released, like I would say the date I'm recording this, I would have, like, I went a lot more deeper into this conversation, but I really don't want to beat on a dead horse further beyond that. Which, by the way, Not a not a huge fan, I would say, of repeating old news to other people that already know the news. But yeah, no, our favorite Captain Jack Sparrow finally got a little bit of, I don't know, a little bit of, I guess, mental clarity. I think there's supposed to be like a round two, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's gonna be happening, but you know, if court happens, and I'll probably try and cover it up and see what's going on, looking at all the little shit that's gonna happen over the next several weeks when that happens. But I highly doubt it's gonna happen. I really hope not, because oh my god, this court case went way too long already. I don't want to have a round two. I really don't. But yeah. Sorry, it was like something super sticky. I got stuck on something. Anyways. AKA this thing. That came with a Nintendo Switch game, which is Wii Sports, which I actually have Wii Sports Switch Sports, which I have like all the way in the background. Not there, but like all the way over there. So, yeah. Speaking of games, guys, I guess we'll talk about games since we're here and since we're talking about, shit. How are you guys enjoying this year? I think this year is probably the best year of gaming, honestly. I want to talk about this with Ola, maybe like later down the line in the podcast, but I think personally that 2022 is the best year of gaming I've had since like 2020? No, 2020 was... I mean, 2021 was pretty good. I think 2021 was a pretty good year. But like, it wasn't like the best year, I would say, for like releasing games. I think this year has been probably the best. I mean, it's the best in terms of like games I've been playing a lot. Like, I've been playing Elden Ring, and I mean, I love Elden Ring. Elden Ring is one of my top 10 games of all time now. I love Elden Ring. Legends Arceus came out this year, actually beginning of this year. Kirby came out. I didn't play Kirby, unfortunately. Mario Strikers. Hey, I'm a big Mario Strikers fan. I love Mario Strikers. Mario Strikers is my fucking life. So, new Mario Strikers that came out. Switch Sports came out. Coming out will be like Bayonetta 3. Another Last of Us game, which I'm a humongous Last of Us fan. I love The Last of Us. I love The Last of Us. And it's like a remaster, but like a little more polish. A lot more polish, I would say, than the original games. I think another game that came out this year is The Quarry, and I want to actually try and stream that game eventually. Apex Legends actually being a lot more better of a game now than, I was like, Season 12 and Season 11. I took a long break of Apex Legends. A lot of you guys know this if you watch my streams. I've actually talked about this a little bit. But I took a break out of Apex Legends because I was basically tired of playing the game. I was just tired of the same shit, and I like repetitive C, but I kind of, Apex was like a big fucking grind. Like, Apex was like, all the way till like Season 10, I was fucking crushing it. But like, afterwards I was like, fuck it. No way till Season 10. I would say all the way until Season... Okay, no, Season 10 was Sears when Sears came out. So what? Ever since Season 8, I would say. Season 8 or Season 7, I was like crushing hard, doing all the ranks and stuff, trying to reach gold. I was like around silver and stuff, but never like, I never reached platinum or like, diamond or, I wasn't that good at the game, I wasn't playing 24/7 during those time periods because I was still in high school during that time. Now in college, which is a little more better. By the way, college is doing pretty decently, I would say. I have an exam that's coming up actually tomorrow while I'm recording this. Big exam, big final exam actually. It's building a PC from the ground up. Seems easy enough, but actually it's a little more complex per se, because there's a lot of parts that you have to learn a little more by heart. Not a whole lot by heart, but it's kind of like the whole like, oh, which screw do you need to have for this part? And I'm like, fuck me. Like, really? I need to know which fucking screw I need for this shit? Building the PC in general without, like, fucking knowing anything, can take you, like, roughly at least a good 2 hours. Maybe a 2 hour if you don't know. But after that, 30 minutes, you're fucking done. You're done building it. You're not installing shit yet. The long part is installing Windows. It's installing all the other fucking techie shit that you need to do. What? Install Google Chrome. Maybe put Firefox on it. If you like Firefox. Opera, whatever the fuck you guys are using in terms of internet browsers. I personally use Google Chrome, honestly. I've always been a big Google Chrome person. I've never been like I think Opera was like the closest a little bit, but I kind of left that one slide. You have to get all the shiz and whatnot for Windows, for Office, so Word, presentation, aka PowerPoint, Excel, and all that fucking stuff. It's fucking mental. It's a big, massive bullshit of time. That's the longest you're gonna take. That's gonna take you like fucking literally 2 hours. The entire exam is 3 hours, so hopefully everything should be okay. I highly doubt there's. I really hope there's no problem. Actually, I really hope there's no problem. I'm probably gonna be releasing this episode, by the way, during the time of my exam. So, I really hope that's gonna be a-okay. And after that, I have summer vacay, which I also plan to do something pretty good. I'm actually gonna you guys are probably hearing this now first in the podcast. I'm going to, I guess, make the thing that I said, aka the Nuzlocke, which, by the way, I guess it's time to promote a little bit of my primary channel, Pika Vids. This is Pika speaking and not Nikkei this time. Same voice, same person. But I have a Nuzlocke challenge where I bring in the entire community. So tell your family and friends about it, and about this podcast, and about what's going to be happening on my main channel, Pika Videos, which I'm going to be doing a big, powerful Nuzlocke. And basically, you guys are going to take control of the game. It's going to be really cool. I'm actually going to try and announce it sooner. Probably do it sooner because there's a big festival that comes in every single year. And I've never been to this one. It's for those that don't know, it's Blues Fest, which basically is blues music. I like music. I like music in general. I think music is fun. I like every type of genre of music, so I want to go see if it's good. I'm not really into like classic, like I would say if we go by music genre, right? I think my least favorite genre of music. I really don't. Maybe I'd say my favorites are like I guess pop / like rock or whatever. Just like good nerd out music. That's like one of the tops, right? One of the tops. Modern music. It's a vague thing. It kind of depends. Western, aka country music and whatever. Yes, I like country music. Can somebody fucking sue me already for that one? Rap, which rap is just like a general thing. And then like all the other music genres fall into that category afterwards. But I think, and this is me. No, classical is good. Classical is really good, actually. I'm really trying to think. Maybe like heavy metal, like hardcore metal. I will not stand that. Like I can handle metal. I think metal is okay, if done right. But fuck me, I am not hearing a person scream for fucking 3 minutes going like. Sorry for Spotify listeners and everyone at home. For like an hour long. I can't stand that shit. I don't know why. I fucking can't. I fucking can't. Let me tell you this. I fucking can't. Alright? Music for me has to be honestly anything else but just screaming. If I want to hear screaming, I'm gonna go to an ASMR channel and hear a person scream through their microphone via ASMR. Which is probably a lot more, I guess a lot more appealing or something. I don't know. But yeah, no. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to do this big live event. It's gonna be a pretty big event because it's gonna be like parts of streams. So I'm gonna be streaming bi-weekly during that time period as well. Well, bi-daily / weekly. Right after the exam, I would say like the day after maybe, I'll start streaming a little more. I'm gonna start, doing some stuff. It's gonna be really cool. I'm very excited to do this. I'm very excited to start back streaming. A little more full-time, not a full-time, but I'm gonna try and stream a lot more over the course of this year. Try to sort of like wrap up the year a little more with some cool events, some cool stuff, some cool content. Try to finish off some series that I've kind of left in the dust for a long period of time, and I've had recorded since like fucking beginning of May or something. At this point, I think it's been since beginning of May. But yeah, no, I can't wait for this. I can't wait to do stuff, and of course, I can't wait to show off some new drip because I got some new drip, baby. I got some new stuff. I'm really excited actually to kind of like get new stuff. For those that don't know, my drip either lacks or has 0 to no color. I have this, which is something I bought at like my local like fancy dancy place, which is Simon's, by the way. Like most of my shirts, most of my clothing, which you can see some of them, aside from the orange, which is a Goku fucking hoodie. Sorry, it's blue, gray, white, black, with a tad bit of coloring around it, maybe. 4 colors, monotone as shit. That's my drip. It's hard. It's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to find. At least I have glasses. I do have like Gojo glasses, or Gojo style glasses, or John Lennon glasses. If you guys are a little more familiar with John Lennon and Gojo Satoru from Jujutsu Kaisen. Which, by the way, anime this year fucking slaps, dude. Spy X Family, fucking good anime, really good anime. I've been watching. I can't wait to watch Komi-san season 2. I really want to watch season 2 of Komi. I really love Komi. Kobe is like one of my favorite animes. It's like fucking S tier. I need to do an anime tier list on my main channel for reals because I know that shit's gonna go fucking nuts. You're gonna freak out once I do that. Because I have a very good controversial taste in anime. I have really good controversial taste in anime because I have taste. I have taste, I would say, but the best taste I really don't know. I don't know about that one. I really don't know about that one, champ. I would like to say, is there anything else that I've sort of like missed out over the last several months I can actually say? Oh yeah, masks are no longer a thing that we can wear now, so that's actually pretty poggers. I can go outside wearing no masks and not having to have any problem. Because, yes, these masks, these things, I actually have a mask here, leftover mask. These things are, they were annoying to have on your face, but actually I really, I feel like, after like a year, I felt so used to having it, Seeing people without their mask now, it feels normal. It feels a lot more better and a lot more fresher. But it feels refreshing, but it feels like I'm in like a whole new world now. It feels definitely pretty weird, I would say. But I'm very, very much excited to jump in. I don't know where I was going with this. I was very excited to jump into a new world, I guess. A fresher world with faces. Before we actually end up this episode of the podcast, I want to keep this at least a little more shorter because I do want to save some stuff for later podcast episodes. So I really wanted to emphasize on the abortion section of the podcast, and then the rest I can just like chitter chatter here and there. I will say I do have a lot of upcoming projects. I do have a lot of stuff to think about. I have something in the back that's been lingering on my head. Might be a new channel, might be not a new channel, might be something that you guys have never seen before. Maybe you guys are going to be having a little bit of a surprise, I would say. Maybe something a little more. Sheesh. Yeah, no. For those that are on Spotify, feel free to, of course, sub on Spotify. Please stay on the Spotify's. Subscribe on the Spotify. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my 2 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter. Actually, you know what? I've never been more active on Twitter in my entire life. On a social media platform, I've never been more active. I tweet and retweet every fucking time. Like, every time I'm on Twitter, I just like a tweet, I maybe tweet, retweet, quote tweet. I fucking tweet. I'm fucking Tweety Bird on this bitch, alright? Like, I'm loving Twitter, bro. I'm loving Twitter. I'm having fun with Twitter. That's the thing. Also, I have a Discord server. But yeah, no. Twitter is just like, I think that's like my main app that I just like retweet and tweet stuff and like tweets and stuff. So it's like, I'm having fun. I'm having good times, good vibes. In general. I also learned something about Twitter, that it's a better news fucking article than Reddit. But yeah, no. Alright, guys. I know it's been only 30 minutes, and you guys are getting a nice little 30-minute episode of the podcast. But I hope you guys have an amazing day. A little smooch, moo-ma. And don't forget, drugs are bad. If you get one, pray, make sure you're hot. I probably shouldn't say that now, because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, shit's about to go downhill. Am I right, boys? But yeah, no. Drugs are bad, don't take them. And a little smooch, moo-ma. Hopefully, the world becomes a lot more safer. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.